welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. I haven't done a makeup tutorial in a super long time. If you've been following me for a while, it's mostly because of location. I am sitting at my desk chair with a little table because my mom said that I could use it. It's usually in our dining room, and right now this is really the best setup that I could do for makeup tutorials. My bathroom lighting is not the best. Right now it's cloudy outside, but I really needed to film. I'm trying to get myself to film at least once a week. Now that I'm focusing more on my second job that I got and I left TJ Maxx, I now have more free time to film and, you know, just work on myself and whatever else I need to do. So that is what we're doing today. So I'm very happy. I've always loved the background of this area, and I do love my whole room. A lot of things have changed in my room, like a lot. I really want to do a room tour, but I'm currently purging out my room and have been. I just really haven't had the chance to do so, but now that I have more time, I can do that. But without further ado, let's get into this. So I started an Instagram for my YouTube account because I was posting on my main account, which is at Battey, but I felt like I was kind of flooding people with makeup posts. I mean, there are guys, you know, that I grew up with and went to college with, and I don't really think they care about makeup, and I don't want to flood their feed, and maybe they're just even girls that really don't care. So I just decided, and thank you, Tori, for helping me figure out that I needed to make a separate Instagram account. So here's my Instagram account. It's at JEBeauty15, 15 year that I started it with. I changed my profile picture, but my first picture that I posted was this, and I remember when I posted it on Instagram, my main account, so many people were replying to it and were like, you look beautiful, like I love this look, all that kind of thing. I'm gonna recreate that look. It's more of like an orangey look, which I hate orange, but I really like this one. This was taken a while ago, so I believe the palettes that I created it with was the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, as well as the Urban Decay Beach eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna try and recreate it. Half of this video might be sped up because I love listening to music when I'm doing my makeup. Half of it might be me talking. Depends, whatever's on my mind. And also, if it is being sped up and I'm about to introduce a new product, that is when I'll talk. I just really miss making makeup tutorials, and I feel like I've gotten so much better in the past month or two with my makeup looks, and have been pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and I've been using more color even though I am a neutral gal. But I don't know, I feel like I've just gotten so much better with applying my makeup, and I really want to share that more with you guys. I feel so confident when I create a look that looks really good. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. We are going to start off. I'll mention the products I applied to my face. So I did my skincare, and then I don't know what order I did this in, but I remember I put on my Benefit Cosmetics Fiber Gel in shade number 5. For like the past 3 days I've been putting in shade number 5 and not number 3, and I didn't realize. I'm like, wow, my eyebrows are really dark, and I don't know, it was just a faster process because they were darker, and I literally just bought shade number 3 in the Fiber Gel, so I might return it for number 5 because I really like actually the shade of this, and I feel like it's not too dark with my skin color, although it may look different on camera. I have no idea. We will see. It makes the process a lot faster. Then I put on my Dermalogica Hydro Blur Primer. I really like it because it hydrates and blurs my pores pretty well, but I still go in with my It Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness and Transforming Neutral Beige. That was the original shade that they came out with. They came out with 2 new shades. I still have a lot left. This lasts a very long time, and I started using it more in the past year. So it really does cover my redness. So I am just going to apply that to my redness areas. I'm sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. You probably can't, but I can. I love this song. Oh, so I take this Sisley little brush here, and I find that this is the best brush while using this product. I need to change my mirror because I seriously needed that light. This is so much better. Now the eyeshadow, we're gonna go into the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. Looks like this. So many different colors, so many options. My mom recently ordered the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush set. She got the face one and then the eye one. And then she ordered the Master Collection, which I was going to order because I really need those extra blending brushes. But she gave me basically like the eye set and the face set because she already had that. Oh, I also already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Anti-Aging. First, using the Sephora Pro Shadow number 14 brush, I'm going to be taking the light shade Breakaway to set my eyelids. Yesterday, I forgot to set my eyelids, but my makeup stayed all night, so that was cool. Looks pretty good. Now we're gonna go into the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH32 brush. So it's a thinner, more narrow blending brush, and I used this yesterday and I really liked it. My first transition shade, I'm gonna go into Riff, which is a little bit more of a warm tone brown shade. See a lot of pigment comes off. So much pigment, it's crazy. I know this palette kind of gets mixed reviews, but honestly, it's just so good. I haven't tried every shade, but I need to. This is actually my mom's palette, but she's letting me try it out. Thanks, Mom. I don't think she's the biggest fan of it. I know the first time I actually tried this out, I tried out Big Sky and I tried out Big Sky and Radio, the two blue shades in there, and I had a lot of trouble with them. I had to redo my eyeshadow. I think this palette I had trouble with in the beginning, but I think once I really took the time to blend properly and use the shadows properly, I don't really have issues with it. And I think that goes for really any eyeshadow. Like if you're just throwing a shade in the crease and like really sloppily, that's not a word, but you know what I mean, it's not gonna look good. So you really have to take the time. Also, I used to blend with my fingers way down here, but then I switched it to around here. I mean, it depends on the brush and like where the barrel ends and whatnot, but I find that my eyeshadow looks have been looking so much better since I started doing that. I feel like I have more control with my blending, and I feel like my hands are actually lighter over here, and here like they're a little bit more heavy, which is usually the opposite, but I feel like everyone's so different. So I have been really liking this technique more and notice a difference in the way my eyeshadow looks. Sometimes I do use a little bit of pressure, but not too much. I think we're good with that. And we're gonna go into the Urban Decay Beach palette. It is pretty much a summer palette, but I feel like a few of these darker shades you could easily wear in the fall. I'm gonna take the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush JH number 33. So this is a blending brush, but it's a little bit more flat on the sides, and I find that's really easy to get that more defined outer edge look, if you will. So I'm gonna just deepen up my outer crease with the shade Daybreak, which is more of this orangey shade. I do look in this mirror and that mirror kind of at the same time to make sure I'm putting the product where it's supposed to go. I'm putting a little bit on my other corner.
between, cheap and fancy, a guitar and a Grammy in between, reckless and responsibility. Sometimes I'm my mother's daughter, sometimes I'm her friend. Sometimes I play grown up and sometimes I play pretend.
I need to check this on my phone. You know how everyone has different eye shapes and eyelids, and I feel like I always have somewhat of an issue with this eye. Like, the way that eyeshadow blends in my crease doesn't always like match up with this eye. It's always this area for whatever reason. I mean, by the end of the look it looks fine. Going back into Riff. I know it's a little weird right there, but should be fine. Now that I feel like that's deepened up enough, I'm gonna go in with some concealer to cut crease my eyelid. Also, I forgot to mention that when I was putting on the Hydro Blurred Primer, the areas that I don't want to like bring out my redness, if that makes sense, you know, like accentuate it, I put on the Tarte Rainforest to See Radiance Drop. So I kind of put that more on the outside part of my two cheeks, my forehead, my nose, and just like a hint on my chin. I have this other Sisley brush. It's a little bit different than this one. It looks pretty much the same, but this one's longer in length. Me taking my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I've been using this concealer in so many different ways for years, pretty much since it came out. So I'm going to be taking like a little bit of that on the applicator. So I'm just getting into cut creasing my eyelids recently, and I learned, I think it was from Brianna Fox, maybe her, maybe someone else, pretty sure it was her. When you're cut creasing, you're supposed to like look up, and wherever it lands is where it's supposed to stop. Basically the concealer, I think I passed it a little bit, but I always mess up on camera. It's fine. Never go fast with this. Just go slow and pat in product. Also, and it really doesn't matter what kind of concealer you use. Any which one works. Practice makes perfect. I've been practicing for a little bit. I definitely need more. Always room for improvement. I mean, normally with my shimmers, I put them on the entire lid anyways, and then go in with an outer crease shade. I've definitely done better with my cut creases other days. Like yesterday was pretty good. I know some people go even crazier with their cut creases. Pretty good, I mean, for doing that on camera when I haven't done it a lot. I'm going to go back into the Urban Decay Beached Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade Heat Wave, which is right there. And I'm going to take it on my finger, but I'm going to spray my finger with my Cover FX Mattifying Setting Spray. And just shake it a little bit, and I'll be applying that shade with my ring finger. I always use the ring finger for everything. And you got some pigment right there, and we're just gonna apply that to the lid. Adding concealer to the eyelids when you're doing this kind of thing with shimmer or glitter really helps. Once I get most of the pigment on my eyelids, I'll take another brush from the Jaclyn Hill collection, kind of make everything a little bit more neat looking. See, it was like I had no issues with my cut crease. Okay, so I'm gonna take the brush, a JH41. I'm gonna wet that brush, and I'm gonna go back into the Heat Wave shade and just kind of do a more defined look, if you will. I'm gonna shake that around. go back into riff with that first brush that I had, whatever that was.
I hate Shakespeare and Gosling and cakes with white frosting. 2 names in a heart-shaped tattoo. I think Cupid is stupid and violets are purple, not blue. I hate catching bouquets, the honeymoon phase, and Letterman jackets don't fit.
We're gonna do the other eye off camera and then I'll come back to this look. I pretty much look whack right now. What I learned from Jaclyn Hill through one of her videos is to take your base shade, and if it gets too dark in the inner corners when you're doing your eyeshadow, aka today, take it on your brush like so. Kind of just stamp it in the inner corner. It might not do much with this because this is pretty dark, but it should be able to do at least something, just a little bit. So it's not so heavy on the inner corner, it's more heavy in the middle and outer corner. We're gonna take the Sephora Pro Shader number 18 brush. Oh my god, I realized my light wasn't on. I'm so sorry. Pro Shader brush number 18. I've been using this for years. I haven't really put it down since I bought it, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna go back in the Daybreak shade and use it on the outer corner just to deepen up a little bit if I feel like I need something more. I feel like I need a slightly darker shade. I'm gonna go into a little bit of Good as Gone. I don't know, to be honest, exactly how I did this tutorial like a month ago, but I'm pretty sure it's around the same way. Oh yeah, that's good. Create more depth. I'm just gonna put that Heat Wave shade just a little bit more in the middle of my eyelid because I know we lost a lot of that pure pigment when I put the lighter shade in the inner corner, but I really needed that because it was so dark and I did not like that. Alright, so I'm gonna go back with this brush. Oh my god, all the brushes are getting so dirty. The JH41. Pop that back again in the middle. I know this looks like a mess now, but we're gonna clean up everything. So we're gonna go back into the crease, clean that up a little bit more. I think that was pretty much it. So I'm gonna go into my makeup wipe. So I pretty much take my makeup wipe and really wrap it tightly around my finger so I can get a better outcome. To kind of get that line right there. It doesn't always come out perfect, so I have to work at it a little bit. Look how much that came off. Oh my god. They're always like, you know, not completely matching up, which sometimes bothers me. But I can sometimes kind of just get away with it. Okay, that looks a little bit better. So I'm gonna curl my lashes. And I use the Sephora Gold Eyelash Curler. I've been using this for years. Repurchased it a number of times. This does last a while. Oh my god, it's my favorite song. So I've been using a new mascara by Benefit. It's not that new, but it's more new to me. I've heard really mixed reviews on it on YouTube. I think I know the reason why, and it's because a lot of product comes on this brush. I literally have to scrape off the product because so much is on there. I feel like if you take the brush out and go straight into your lashes, like it's a wet mascara. It's a lot of product, so I feel like to other people it can come off clumpy. If you actually take off a lot of the product on the brush, it's so good. Like this more narrow end right here is so good, and I feel like this coats so much better than a roller lash. I ride or die mascara, but I feel like I need to try other ones. I just realized I can't put this back on tube or else I'm gonna get that product all over it, so I'm just gonna hold it in my other hand very carefully. So I'm using the Sisley Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in Midnight. It's like a midnight navy. I've actually been running out of this for quite some time, but it's still holding up. And I keep forgetting to get it because I'm waiting for the day that I completely run out of it. It's not as pigmented as when I bought it, but it still works. Low-key feel like I just spoke too soon. You know what? It's fine because my mascara is gonna hide it. We're gonna go into the Benefit Cosmetics Bad Girl Bang Mascara. So I got a little bit of transfer right here because this, like I said, it's more of a wet mascara. That can happen. I kind of just wipe it away with a makeup wipe. I'm gonna do my face makeup. So next we're gonna go into concealer. Yay! I use so many IT Cosmetics products and products because like I genuinely love them. If I ever got noticed by IT Cosmetics, I'd probably scream because I'd be so happy. They just work so well for me, and I think, you know, once you find a brand that has so many products that work so well for you, I think people on YouTube think like, oh my god, because they're using so many products, they're sponsored, and that's not always the case. Like, I'm a very, very small YouTuber. I'm not being sponsored. I literally just love their products, and even if I was sponsored, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably let you know because I'd be that excited that they actually know who I am because I genuinely love their products. And they work so well for everyone. I've recommended that foundation moisturizer to everybody that I know because it works. You can see it looks like skin. So anyway, I'm gonna get into the IT Cosmetics Bad Bye Eye Lift in a Tube in Light Concealer. So it has a concealer on one end and a brightener on the other side. The brush that I'm using is the Blending Concealer number 203. And the reason why I like this more than a flat concealer brush, I also stopped using my beauty sponge. I use it if I need to tone down my concealer, like if it's too heavy. I started using this because it's really fluffy, and as you can see, it's so easy to blend out your concealer, where I feel like when you have a flat concealer brush, it takes forever to pat it in, and you know, you're not really trying to swipe your skin basically with flatter brush because that creates more wrinkles. I feel like really patting it and buffing into the skin gives a better look, more flawless look. That's why I really like it. I'm trying to use this brush more than my beauty sponge. The beauty sponge that I have is by L'Oreal. It's a great sponge. Quick tip, when you're doing your concealer, it doesn't matter, you know, what method you do, like how you apply it, but when you're blending it, blend downward first and then kind of go up near the eye. So I used to do the opposite of those steps, and my eyeshadow would crease like no other, even when using this, and you want the less amount of product over here. My under eyes, like over here, has the dark circles, but you don't want a lot of product underneath there. That's pretty much how creasing happens, and the creasing can happen if the concealer just plain isn't good, but I've been using this concealer for a little over a year and I haven't really had any issues with it, so there's that. I think it really just depends how you apply it. I also do have under eye wrinkles right here, so literally any concealer can settle into those fine lines, but for the most part this one doesn't. I try not to talk a lot or smile when I'm doing my concealer process because if I do, then they're really subtle. I'm going to be taking my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Loose Setting Powder. This one is triple milled. They have a pressed formula in Original and Illumination. Whoa, you can see the powder rising up. I like this one just because like it is triple milled, so I feel like the effect it has on my face more than a press, it looks better in my opinion. Usually you do this with an IT Cosmetics brush, but because my mom gave me these newer brushes, I'm gonna put them to good use. And I'm gonna be taking the JH07, so this is an under eye powder brush. So I put some in there, kind of swat around. I don't use all of the product in there, and then I just press. Do not swipe. I did that yesterday and it just, yeah, didn't go so well. So just pat in there and buff. I never bake my under eyes. I feel like that's so much product. I mean, you do you. If you want to bake, I just can't do that. Like I just swiped by accident because I was talking. I just feel like I can't really do that. Like, it's just a lot of product to me. So as you can see, definitely blurred my pores, set my concealer. I had thought about this for a really long time, and it was from my Laura Mercier video, and I had said that I feel like primers aren't really necessary. And honestly, I wasn't really thinking, because I know that so many people have different skin types. Like if you're really dry, you're probably going to need something super hydrating, not just a moisturizer. So those are my apologies. It's not that anyone said anything to me. I just kind of realized that my camera battery died. That was fun. So I had to charge it, and I'm going to speed up the video. So I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics U Sculpt palette, and I'm going to take this Mermaid brush from Profusion. Got it as a gift. And it's from TJ Maxx. Taking a soft contour, putting that out alongside my cheekbones. I try not to swipe too much, because to me it doesn't look as clean. So I just pat it. I feel like the key theme of my videos are just pat it all in. I don't usually go that far, but whatever. Anyway, I'm going to take the JH02 brush, which is a bronzing brush. I'm going to take the IT Cosmetics Ombre Radiance Bronzer. Doesn't look as nice as it did when I first got it, but that's what it looks like. And I just roll it around there. I'm going to use highlighter now. Pretty sure 09 is the highlighting brush. I'm going to go to the IT Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Moonlight. Blush, and I'm going to be using the Too Faced Pop It Out Peach blush. Kind of an older blush. It smells like peaches. This brings so much life to my face. So this brush set did come with a blush brush. I need to play around with it more, maybe off camera. So I'm going to use my normal blush brush that I use, which I'm used to using for years, and it's actually a contour bronzer brush from ULTA, but I really like it for blush. I'm going to go back in the riff, apply it to my lower lash line to deepen it up. On the outer corner, I'm going to go back to Daybreak. And I'm using the brush number 43. So I'm done filming. Camera kept dying. So this is the finished look. I really like it. I think it looks a little bit different than my original. I made the outer corners a little bit darker than my original. I'm not sure if this was the lip color that I used, but it's the Tarte Cosmetics Tarteist Lip Paint Rosé, and this goes with almost any look that I create unless it's like really bright or super colorful that's not orange. I don't normally use that, but it does go with a lot of looks. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more beauty videos in the future. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload right then and there. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye!